What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And I'm super excited about this video because, like this little screen here says right in front of us, welcome to my VR Hub. This is a brand new app. I've been working on this since April. Finally put some real steam in it in this last few weeks, and I think she's about ready for prime time. And so I want to show this off and show you what all it can do. The intent for this is to replace all of my installers and my nightly updater app and do everything in here. So without further ado, I'll let you read this welcome message, and just so you know, you can check do not show again so you don't get this when you reopen it. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to press on. So as you can see, we have detected Steam games here. This is only going to show you which Resident Evils you actually have installed because it auto detects them from Steam. So we're going to jump right in here. We already have guided mode on, so we're going to turn this on. And as you can see, whenever we first click on Resident Evil 2, it gives me all the in-game settings that I need to set. And in order for you to get past this and start actually doing the install, you have to click this I understand, I've set them, because it's very important that these are set before you even get into the VR stuff. So once you've done that, you click OK. And then as you can see right here, we have the two options you have. They're highlighted as step 2. Every button that you need to click will be highlighted like this. And so this should streamline the install process even more. So this is Resident Evil 2. I'm going to go with the upscaler. And now we're down here on step 3. So we want to click on that button. And then this thing right here is basically telling you that you're going to be put on a GitHub page and what to download and what not to download. These are scrollable. By the time this is out and you guys get your hands on it, which will be very soon after this video goes live, this might be bigger so you don't have to scroll at all, but I just want to call that out in case I don't make it to that fix before the next update. So I'm going to click open page, and this will open your browser. You do need an account for this version of the GitHub. Only for the upscaler. You don't need an account in general for GitHub in most cases, but this one's special. I just have all my credentials saved into my browser, so I don't have to worry about logging in every time. You scroll down here to the bottom, and since we're doing 2, that little pop-up said, don't get this one, get this one. So we're going to click on that so it downloads. That's downloaded. Now we just go back to my app. Detect downloaded upscaler zip. As you can see right down here, it's kind of small for the video, but you'll see when you get your hands on it, it says RE2, which is the one we want. Click install. Now you get your usual OpenVR, OpenXR choice. Click continue. Resident Evil 2 is ready for VR. So let's do this one. Same exact thing, all the recommended settings. I already have these set, so that's the reason why we're not going through that part. You guys know how to get into the game and set those settings, so there's no point in me covering that. For this one, we're going to do the normal renderer, just so you can see the different steps if you don't want to do DLSS. Click the check PreyDog GitHub, and then now we're on step 4 because it's already detected it. We're going to hit install. Usual OpenVR XR. OpenVR. It's downloading. It's installed. Resident Evil 3 is ready to rock. And mind you, we are going to show gameplay of these working. I'll get right into my headset from virtual desktop and show you all of these working right after we get these installed. Move on over to Resident Evil 4. Starting to repeat myself a little bit in this video, but here's all the recommended settings. I understand. Click OK. We've already checked PreyDog GitHub once with Resident Evil 4 or 3, excuse me, and that's the reason why we're jumping to step 3 over here. But just follow the guide, follow the steps. It tells you exactly what to do, and then the buttons themselves are highlighted, and you can click on the button, you can click on the actual step number. It does the same thing. That looks familiar, so we're going to do that. Okay, that's installed. We hit OK. Now it wants us to open Tellman's Nexus page. So we are going to open that. And then you just click download right here. Ignore anything it says about requirements. We're going to take care of all of this within the hub, so you don't need to worry about any of those or try to go fetch any of that stuff. Click download. And that is done downloading. So we just come back to my app here, detect Tailman zip. It found it. So we are going to open Fluffy mod page now. And then this is just a warning to tell you that the Fluffy mod manager page is about to open. Once you finish downloading it from this page, it's another Nexus page. Just return here. So you want to do the same thing. Now, technically, I already have this downloaded, so I'm not going to download it again. So I'm just going to minimize my browser and have it detect Fluffy for me. It did, as you can see. It'll install Fluffy and launch. Now it's telling you that it needs to create Resident Evil 4 remake entry, and it's going to launch Fluffy for you. This should look very familiar if you used my other installer. You come down here and find Resident Evil 4 in the list. If you can read and count, then you close that. Now it wants to copy the file over to the mod folder for us. It tells you it's done that. Now it's also telling you inside Fluffy, click RE Framework and turn on the RE4 mod. Wait for Fluffy to finish copying files, then close Fluffy completely. There's RE Framework. Click on that. Turn it on. Let it do its thing. Close that. And then the very last thing you got to do is pick your controller type. If you're on Quest or PSVR 2, pick that one. Valve Index, pick the bottom one. Click Continue. This also auto-detects the FIG EM bus driver, so you will not be bothered with having to install that or decide whether or not you should or shouldn't anymore. If it's not there, it will pop up another thing and walk you through that installation, and then you come right back. That's detected, so we don't have to worry about that. We click OK. Resident Evil 4 is now VR ready, so that one's good to go. Now we're going to go over to 7. Same exact thing. Click OK on that. I'm going to go with the upscaler version. So go with option 2, have it open this up, and again, it's telling me to get the RE7, not the RE7 TDB49 file. So that's going to open this page again, scroll down, get this file, not this file. That is downloaded. Come back to my app, detect it, install. I want OpenVR, done deal. And it's just as quick with OpenXR. It's just a different choice. I'm just choosing OpenVR because I like to be able to open the RE menu in-game quicker for my videos. So now we're going to install Resident Evil Village. Now I am aware of the Shadow of Rose DLC getting its own VR mod. I will look into that, but right now this is just the traditional RE Village mod from PreyDog. I will look into the Shadow of Rose and see how I can incorporate that into this app, probably on the next update. So I've already got these set. I'm going to hit OK. And this one I'm going to do upscaler as well. And this one, again, it's telling you to get RE8. There's not a TDB, so it's just telling you what to get. So you would scroll down and you would click install, but I'm fairly certain I already have this one. I do. So I'm just going to have it detect RE8. That's the one we want. Install. Open VR again. Hit continue. All right. Now all we got left is Resident Evil 9 Requiem. And we're met with the same. This one has quite a few settings. If you're using a multi-monitor setup, maybe you put this over on your second monitor, run it flat, and just go through this list and get these turned off or set to something. But yeah, it's got quite a few, the most out of all of them so far. So once again, once you've done all that, you want to click I understand and OK. And again, because we are still in the same app session and we've already checked PreyDog's GitHub, it already knows because all of these games use the same framework, which is awesome and makes this even easier. So I'm not going to shy away from OpenVR. It's doing its thing. Hit OK. I'm going to open this one up. Hit open. And this is just like Resident Evil 4. You just want to click on manual download. Ignore anything it says was required because my hub will take care of that for you. Just click download. And then once again, if you're not on premium, just hit slow download. That is done. Come back to the app. Tell it to detect it. It did exactly that. So install that mod. I want to do the Quest and PSVR 2 controller setup. Now, we're hit with a optional Pure Dark renderer. You can opt to install it and you'll continue on the steps, or you can put, I'll start with the normal renderer first. It will still have the ability to install it later via this button, but if you want to do it as part of the guide, you can just hit OK, let's install it. When you hit OK on this, then you just do this, and now you're back down here and install the renderer. And then this is just warning you, it's kind of a useless one. I might get rid of this by the time this comes out, but it's just saying you need to have installed the RE framework and Tailman's mod first before installing this. Continue installing, of course. Sometimes I get a little carried away with my fail safes. Anyway, that's all completely installed. And now we're good. And if you notice on the game cards, it starts to highlight what all's installed for them, whether it's the upscaler or the normal. When you click on any one of these, you also have that confirmation here. Another thing I would like to point out is that runtime here has this little question mark thing. Typically in apps and on websites, you can click on those, so you should click on that. And this is just letting you know that you have a universal runtime switcher in the root game folder. And for you to click the game folder button and choose the runtime you want by running that universal thing. So we'll use Resident Evil 9 as an example. You come down here to open game folder. This opens this up, and let's say that since I'm on OpenVR, I don't want OpenVR now. I want to switch it to OpenXR. So you just run this universal runtime. It's already detected what you've got and which one you have installed. You click on this, hit next, and then install, and then it switches it for you. If you hate that, you can come back and do this all over again and switch it back to OpenVR. You can do that as many times as you want. I'm not going to actually do that because I want OpenVR. I just wanted to show that real quick. So the controller, if you click on this, this is a very common question I get on my videos, is about the controllers not working. Several things need to be in order for them to work on Resident Evil 4 and 9 only is all we're talking about. The other ones are fine. You have to have the Fig driver installed. That's first and foremost. And you cannot have any other controllers hooked up via a cable or connected wirelessly in any way by the time you press play. And the RE window has to be the active, the selected window while you play, or your controllers won't work. That you have to follow that or you're going to run into problems. So just be warned. And if you need a reminder, that's what this little question mark's for. It pops it right up and reminds you what you need to do. So yeah, another thing that I took in consideration, since this whole project is really about accessibility, not only with the VR mods, but I added a colorblind mode. So if you don't like all the red and green, feel free to switch it, and it swaps out all the colors for you right there on the fly. And you can run through all, it's nothing different. It's just a color change, a theme change. But I wanted to incorporate that because I started noticing a lot of red and green, and I thought, oh, maybe I should do this. So I did it. And that's basically this app in a nutshell. If you have this app open, like say I only had Resident Evil 2 and 3 installed, but I wanted to install 4 and 7. But I have this app open at the time that I do it. When I come back to the app after they're installed in Steam, they won't necessarily show automatically, but you click the refresh and then it'll show up there. Anyway, let's get in the headset and check this out. Okay, now that we got these all installed, let's check them out. Make sure everything works. Starting with Resident Evil 2. Okay, I need to go to first person and hit enable. You have to do that for Resident Evil 2 and 3, but as you can see, we are in like Flynn. Things work. And as you saw, this was freshly installed with the new VR Hub. Ma'am. Yep. You're done. Just be done. Thank you. Okay. Since we're in here, I'll just go ahead and keep rolling from in here. Let's try Resident Evil 3 now. Ooh, look at that big boy. Pretty sure he's on my A as soon as I get in here too, where I left off last. Okay, real quickly before he eats my ass. Oh boy. Excuse me, sir. No, sir. Oh. Okay, you're not being very neighborly. Oh, good lord, what was that? Run, 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 run. You are in my way. You done? Here, left you something. Oh. Okay. We ran from Nexus. Why I keep calling him? I've been working on this damn app for too long. Alright, we ran from Nemesis. Not Nexus. You idiot. Let's give old Resident Evil 4 a try. Okay.
God damn.
Alright, you big bitch. What's that smell like? Okay, now let's move on to 7. I'll just hit continue so I can show it working. Alright, here we are. Full-fledged VR and the creepy-ass Resident Evil 7.
Mia?
Let's skip on over here to Village.
She's asleep.
What is with the creepy story? She's only 6 months old.
Yeah.
Woman at the store said it was traditional.
Yeah.
A local
Traditionally
tale.
creepy.
Jesus.
Hello? That wasn't creepy at all. I am so glad that I saved my game saves for Resident Evil Village because I did not expect to have to start from the beginning. That's the only one that's ever done that, so I'm glad I got them saved elsewhere. Anyway, let's check out Resident Evil 9 now.
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
Twofer.
I'm so sick of this shit.
You are so lucky, sir. Where are you going? One last feature that I wanted to cover is each one of these has a full-fledged mod uninstall feature. So right here, Resident Evil, say I want to go back to flat. You just hit full mod uninstall and you're good to go. Now you can play that flat now. It completely removes the mod. I'm going to do the same thing for 3. 4. 4 is unique. After you get it completely removed, you will get this notification. For Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 9, after you do a full mod uninstall, you need to verify the integrity of game files, and then you can play it flat and reinstall the mod. But make sure you do that if you do a full mod uninstall here in the hub for either Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 9. You will get the same message on both of them. So from Main Street in Resident Evil 9 to you, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give a like and a subscribe if you did. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep playing, keep surviving, and take care. You got 99 problems and that bullet was one.